sending? Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
You're not waiting for anything. I wasn't even trying to hide what I was doing there. Jesus.
That's fine. We're not monetized.
Yeah, but some of us have family members that watch.
That's fair.
Yeah. He says we're live.
Yeah.
Sounds made up.
Look at that. We are. So thanks for joining us. Anyone watching ahead of the live stream, jump ahead roughly about 15 minutes to get the Blade Show reviews, yays, nays, what the haze.
I like that.
What the hey?
There's less what the haze this year than I would have liked to have seen, but we'll get to that.
There's a couple what the haze.
One or two.
I found a what the hey for sure. At least one.
I'm looking forward to it because I feel like I might have just not seen a lot of the coverage.
I see. Is
We
Joe's
talked about
excuse not to be up to date here?
We talked about it before the stream, Joe. The one of my what the haze is definitely videos that we both watched. Unless you missed a video.
It could be that maybe it just wasn't such a hey for me. Maybe I was less. Maybe it didn't catch my attention the same way.
That is fair.
There's actually one
Infinite?
fixed blade in particular I'm thinking of where like, you might actually be pretty stoked on that. And I think I know exactly what you're talking about now, actually, yeah.
That's fair. Infinite, John, Jacob, Ben, what is up?
Oh, where's the Oppenheimer Schmidt? Come on.
Yeah,
Like,
7:16 on the dot. Thanks, John. Yes. You can't say we're not consistent, all right? It's
what you carrying?
you got one job.
Yeah. Say it in stream in chat, and I won't say it out loud until I'm bullied about it.
Someone's got to get bullied.
Look, I'm just saying, don't bully me. I can't tell you why, but you know why.
You know, it's one of two things, and both of them make me laugh. So, am I just a bad person, or
all the above?
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. New SSD in my life is currently transferring your Steam library. My condolences for your lots. That sucks. I hate moving hard drives. Mind you, you're probably on a desktop setup. You're not like me running on a laptop. You're probably moving things
better.
Pretty quickly. Well, better generally, yes, but
Ground fog? Yo.
What is he carrying?
Yeah. What you carrying?
The hand was his answer.
What is one of y'all carrying?
What is one of y'all carrying?
What is one of y'all? You know, can I open up file location? Will it let me do this? Oh, Windows, you suck. There we go.
Mango and rum.
Well, my photo didn't load correctly, so I'll let you guys go first while I struggle to get that in there.
Oh, that's horse pucky. I haven't gone first for a couple weeks, so I'll go.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good. I think I went first both times last week and the week before.
Oh yeah. It's not that you're keeping track or anything.
Nope.
So.
No, why would he do that?
Doing nothing but yard work around the house this weekend here. And in honor of our avocado comment last year, I also figured that I would also wear that.
There you go.
So, but also in blazing pink, and because Real Men Chop Wood, then therefore I had to carry my Brenly new hafted Ash King hatchet. So,
were you hatcheting in the backyard?
I mean, like,
it's so short. It's fantastic.
Carry. It's
It's just a little guy.
It's if I can.
Dude, like that axe head looks normal sized, but not on that handle. It looks cartoonishly large.
It's fantastic. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Also, screaming sharp. Holy cow!
So,
like
I was gonna ask, would you pay the proportional amount more money for like a quote unquote better blade steel? Like if you could get one in 52-100 or 5160 or something like that, would you pay the extra money for it?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
based. Incredibly based.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'd have to take a big jump. Like 5160 is not big enough for
Yeah.
the abuse. I'm still going to abuse it because it's going to get thrown, right? Like, so you got
Yeah.
to take
Yeah.
the abuse of whatever's going to throw it at, not whatever you throw at it, but whatever you throw it at.
Yes.
What,
Yeah.
I
what
understand.
about one of them Ruth hatchets that had the S35?
I don't know. It'd have to be pretty soft S35, I imagine.
That's probably true.
To get the same kind of chip resistance. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you're gonna roll that fucker too. Like,
50 Rockwell.
Well, and
ugh.
I mean, the 1055, it rolls pretty damn easy, but it also is super easy to fix. Like,
This is true. It's still been a oh backburnered project. I still want to put a fully sharpened edge on this thing.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's the right
Yeah.
answer.
You should.
Really, really want to.
Got an axe file. We can make steel flutter off that thing.
I'll bring it to work.
The old steel flutter,
Oh,
You know, the steel that flutters.
I mean, sometimes I get the steel flutter if a proper knife comes out, but I don't know if I got any steel flutters this weekend or not.
yeah.
So were you chopping onions in the backyard, or?
No, it was a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You should see this thing limb, though. Holy cow. I
I-
cleaned up an apple tree.
I bet.
But I didn't
Yeah.
use much for that, but there was a couple little quackies. Yeah,
Jesus
Look at
Christ,
yeah.
the bevel on that thing.
The pressure. Oh, dude.
I will-
you have no idea.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's got chips because, again, it's a hatchet. That's what I do. But around
Yeah.
those chips, it's the freaking scalpel. Yeah.
Well, you
That's
were still
awesome.
throwing it like this, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have it with the new handle. But
No.
the last handle was this short, too, pretty much. And I was chucking it as well. So,
Yeah.
I bet you it's got pretty good rotation, huh?
probably now.
It just spins.
Yeah.
It actually takes flight and just flies off.
So, yeah. It's faster than a tenacious lightweight, that's for sure.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Oh, we'll talk about that too. Well, the lightweights, not the tenacious.
Stanson, Dick Richards, how you doing? What are you carrying? Gonna
Hey,
beat
guys.
Paul to it. Stealing his job, just like
Yeah.
bots.
Well, I'm
Turkey
still
bird.
confused because Jacob hasn't said in chat what he's carrying. So,
You didn't ask him nicely.
Oh.
I'm not going to. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, that's rough.
We don't do things nicely around here.
No, we never have.
Oh.
Why would I start now?
I knew it was a mistake to not get beer before the show.
Joe, you got your picture figured out yet, or does
I did,
Paul
yeah.
Go? Okay,
Yeah,
you can go because he went twice in a row and he was bitching about it earlier. So.
that's true.
Fuck you both. I
This
love
is
that.
true. Day around the house meant, when digging in the knife drawer. I was carrying my limited edition crossbones from CRKT.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's mostly got the rock lock gone at this point. If you really lean into it, it shows up, but it still cuts good. Every so often I come with it and I'm like, man, that shifting just makes me feel a little bit weird, so I'll take it to like a table or 2x4 or something and really give her a few whacks. It's never closed. It's fine. I've
Heard that about you.
I just wish they had done a little bit better. You've also heard that about me too, I'm sure.
Yeah, you get up to a piece of 2x4 and you just give it a few whacks.
Yeah.
The old lumber whack. Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not going anywhere. It's
It's like that's a good piece of wood right there.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Solid. Solid.
Joe is a connoisseur of a fine piece of wood.
I
Don't you
mean,
know?
he didn't get the wood burning stamp
Penis.
for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't used it, so.
I mean, singes a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
I should say, while I still can see it, that Dick Richards is carrying the Pokey Factor bug out
Nice.
because it's the right
Good
choice.
stuff.
That is.
Jay-
And
Go ahead.
Jay is carrying a Tri-Stash and Tempest downdraft 80s camo. I don't know what that is.
What? Waiting for that message to load on my end so I can copy paste that.
I think
It's
that's the car he's driving. No, I'm just kidding.
okay. Well, that's.
That's a lie, Joe. There's no way that was the
I'm pretty
bottom
sure
of
I've
the bag.
drank that whiskey before. That's all I'm saying. The old Tri-Stash
Yeah.
bourbon.
Oh.
I mean, I thought Tri-Stash was a completely different thing, but
It's also an obvious porn title.
well,
And we haven't started the stopwatch, but we'll start it now.
start it again.
The Tri-Stash returns tomorrow.
So
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, 80s. Oh, okay. So like that forged carbon fiber with the many colors, the arcade floor colors, as it were.
It does. It does. That's a good looking knife.
Yeah.
I like referring to that as 80s camo. That's fun.
Yeah.
Are those? Is that like an inlay in the blade? What am I looking at there? Oh, it's just a okay, just a laser etched logo. I thought it was like a little stud or something.
Like VK does.
Yeah.
With their little copper studs.
Oh, it's a wire clip. That's neat. And it's a quarter flipper. Huh.
It's like a nicer Chad.
That's pretty cool. 154 cm. All right. Produced by QB.
Say a nicer Chad?
Cool.
Yes, I did. Only in the sense that it's not named Chad.
Well, yeah.
You bring a certain kind of energy to the table when you name it Chad.
You name your kid Chad, you don't like that child. That's all I'm saying. All the Chads in the audience, I apologize now, but you needed to know.
I mean, it's from his great-great-grandfather, Chadtholomew. It's
Chadtholomew. Just name me Chadtholomew. Like, if you're gonna do it, like,
I can't decide which one's worse.
Just Chad, obviously. Chadtholomew is like
Chad is worse. You're right.
What did you think it's short for? Like
Chadwick.
Chadwick. Chaddington.
Chaddington
Bear.
Chad.
Is that what's going on here?
Chad Chaddington.
All right, save us. Someone save us.
Yeah, how about you, Paul?
Turn.
Will you save us?
I was tiptoeing through the tulips today, lounging around the house with my Ostaf Hell Best Tech.
You keep on saying words like you don't remember the name of your own knife.
But you did.
It's the Ivy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Ivy.
Yeah. I understand why you're confused, because there was an I've called the tulip, and as soon as you said it, I saw the cogs shift.
I was like, wait a minute.
Like, oh damn.
Like, wait a shit.
I had the name in my head, and then I made the comment. I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong?
Something is awry here, sir.
Indeed. Deeply sculpted titanium knife.
You do see a pretty good hollow grind on that handle.
These are the tulips for the record.
I wonder how it cuts.
Well, here, let me show you.
It pokes pretty good.
I've got the Bermuda Triangle of knife cuts on my hand right here.
Yeah.
You can see those. It's very, very pokey stabby, and it doesn't seem to like me. It's like trying to befriend a feral cat. It's a little bitey.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get when you mess with the warrior, you see. And if you didn't mess with the warrior, then you'd be okay.
That's the warrior? It's just a little guy.
It's always the one you least suspect, man.
It's like some sort of pygmy warrior.
Wow. They'll still kill you the same. Like, he takes offense to that term. That's his word.
What, warrior? No. Yeah, right, it's a shame you keep getting yourself. It makes me wonder that if you ever end up getting the what is it, the mini fact 2? No, frenzy from Cold Steel. What are the chances you do the same thing to your hand with that knife?
Well, I own that knife, but I haven't done.
No, but you see, you have the larger one, so I imagine the handle size kind of helps out with that.
The problem here is that I'm gonna buy the small one, and then I'm gonna have to do all 3 of these knives one day, and I'm just gonna go home like a water fountain, just spraying in every direction.
That's awful. I'm looking forward to
Uh,
seeing it. Not the water fountain bit, but all 3 knives at once.
Zinx, long time no see. Zinx
Indeed.
Adventure.
Hey.
Glad you joined us. What are you carrying?
I do appreciate that any cuts made in the middle of that triangle will disappear. You know, the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
John Woodwicki says it's not the size that counts, Paul. That's what girls say to people. In certain circumstances that I'm not going to say here because it's not family friendly. Family friendly.
It's okay.
Family.
We can talk about how the cold steel tie light, the 4-inch blade just isn't anywhere near as fun as the 6-inch. It just is what it is.
I want to know what is family friendly.
Well, you know, ducks.
Ducks.
Ducks are pretty
are,
friendly.
actually. It's an okay answer.
Would you like to see my duck?
That's not an okay answer anymore.
If you ask me that too quickly, my answer will always be no.
He's just a little guy, though. Look at him.
Yeah.
Just watch me roll it between my fingers, Joe.
You keep saying things. You keep opening your mouth.
I gotta restart this timer here.
Yep.
It was 6 minutes and 1 second.
Jacob Vermette carrying a fully serrated police K390. Jesus Christ. Kaiser Mini Critical and Little Bro. Jack Wolf. Nice. Fully serrated police K390, you say? My lord.
Well, why wouldn't you?
That is an edge.
That's a Sith Lord, not there. You can call him my lord even still, but
it's a vibro blade is what that is.
Of course, I
didn't even have to say it this time.
What?
I don't have to get yelled at because Joe said it. It's been said out into the ether. Zinx is carrying his Kershaw broadside as well tonight.
Nice. The broadside. Hold up, I thought I knew what that was.
Shaped like a barn.
Just gonna turn off my laptop. Just kill the stream.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably
the
right answer.
Yeah. This thing. Weird.
Ben said, okay, 7:30, moving on. And Stanson told him to take care. Don't think that's what he meant. But I like it.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
I like the jib.
It would have been perfect coming from your mouth, Dennis.
Good night, Ben. It's moving on. You made it the 15 minutes. That's more than the average view time.
Good shit. All right. Speaking of the full stream, as it were. Yeah. Blade Show. It's a thing. It's happening. Ending today? Sunday's last day?
It ended. It's over.
It has been end.
We made it.
Over it.
Did we?
Well, no, we still have the rest of the stream to do. So I took a few notes of things that, well, should bring up pictures for some of them. But of a few things we could just talk about briefly. So
there was new things, and then there was like things that weren't new.
Yeah.
And then there was things that were like really not new. And then there was some things that were like, oh, that came out of the goddamn woodwork. That's actually new.
I'm very curious to learn about what those things were.
The actually news?
The actually news. There was only a few things that I saw where I was like, oh, cool. That's neat. Like completely unexpected. So first couple tidbits I want to throw out there. So Spyderco recently came out with a new non-locking folder. Whoa, I can spell Spyderco.com. Jeebus. I wrote it down as the Metro, but I don't think it's actually called the Metro. What was the new slip joint in M398?
The Metropolitan.
Metropolitan. Okay, thank you. So
the Neapolitan ice cream.
Yeah. So this currently is M398. As per the word of Eric Glesser, that will not be the case long term. Eventually, and at some point, perhaps sooner than later, they're going to be switching away from M398 on that model and replacing it with either M390 or N690 Cobalt. So,
Lame twice.
dude,
Well, half lame.
so it's 110 American on Spyderco's website right now. If you want to try a one-handed opening, non-locking, Spyderco anyway, and you want to get this M398, maybe move on it sooner than later. I have no idea what the availability is or how long term this is going to be, but yeah, that was news to me.
Well, yeah, that kind of is. But also, like, none of their Slippy's high end have been doing overly well. I think the UK PK with MagnaCut was the one maybe example,
Yeah,
and no one's going to buy it now that everything else is out. The only
yeah.
reason people were buying it is because that was the quickest thing to the market, right?
Again, I think
Yeah.
these are not for North American market in the first place. Like, yeah, they're for sale here, but they're not targeting us. But I know there are a number of people who do like their non-locking Spydercos, so.
And then you put a premium steel on it where you're getting a premium price point. I mean, they tried it with the Rode XL. And I don't know how as successful it was on European markets and how it was received, but on North American markets, I don't think it did that great.
It wasn't a wet
Kind of.
fart, but not far off from one.
What kind of silly asshole would buy something like that?
At full
Yeah.
retail. I mean,
Yeah, well, there's that.
Yeah.
so when
just
you're
wanna-
looking at non-locking folders, you can get D2 for $30. And
Yeah.
for the mechanisms and the intricacies of non-locking folders, that's also the guys who are okay with D2 for $30.
The only thing that you get here that you don't get there is one hand opening, which you could solve with a quick stud, I guess, arguably.
Yeah, theoretically, but
I just want to take a quick second and agree with Jay in chat. As a Canadian with tattoos and knives, I don't like El Salvador prisons.
I mean, I don't know if I dislike El Salvador.
Condor's doing all right, man.
El Salvadorian prisons is what I said.
I mean, I hear the country's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, and you'll see it from between the bars of your prison cell.
You say
You-
that like there's windows.
I was gonna say you think you get windows. Come on.
We're both on the same
There's
page.
one window per room that there's 3,000 people, and it's fine.
Well, human rights
but-
violation says what? Anyway.
Yeah, well,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was
All
that
right.
verbose?
So, Spyderco, you said.
yeah.
indeed.
Oh, speaking of pigs, there's going to be new variations of the Spyderco Police coming out in the near future as well. Eric was excited about that. And in the video, he did actually talk about how the police used to be called the PIG. I forget, is something about something in persistence. It was a bloated
The
acronym
cop showed up
anyway.
at their house.
Something like that. But, I mean, yeah, so there will be other versions of the police. They recently did this completely blacked out version with a flat ground blade. The fact that he was so non-specific actually got me excited, and I hate that I fell for the bait. But now I'm actually kind of looking forward to whatever they have cooking up for different police variations. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now they can charge even more money for VG.
All I'm saying is, if they went back to that acronym, I would be more likely to buy a police. I
Can
know that just said the pig.
It's fair.
Yeah.
So,
Jacob?
yeah.
Oh,
No.
Pride, Integrity, Guts. It came back. That's what it originally stood for. Yeah.
Not my integrity guts.
My guts are integral.
Those
to,
are
to
the
me.
only guts I have. What's that, Joe?
They're integral to me.
It's-
I need them.
Not after K390 with a fully serrated edge.
Oh.
They're everybody's guts, Joe. Everybody's.
Can we get a civilian in K390 Spider Edge? Just because I want it to cost all the money.
Not on this Blade show, you can't.
No, this Blade show, I can go fuck myself.
But on the note of lightweight, I mean, we dabbled on it here last week, but
Yeah.
Bodacious lightweight. How are you
Oh
feeling with
yeah,
that?
but it is lightweight. So, man, it makes me think that they got their numbers fucked up on their website because in the video that I had seen Knife Center with Eric talking to David about the lightweight bodacious and how much more lightweight it was than the G10 version, like, dude, it's like a half ounce difference according to your own metrics. I don't know that many people are going to look at the weight savings there and have that be the purchasing decision. It's obviously the fact that it's plastic and BD1N, which
Yeah,
is
it's
fine.
economic.
And less
Just
expensive.
make
Yeah.
that the sales pitch instead of it being that much more lightweight because it makes me think that you don't know what your specs are on the standard versus the lightweight. That's all. At that in that video, he was getting Bob Trezola and a Bill Moran. I think keep getting their names swapped for the knives they were talking about. It's Blade Show. I know he's probably exhausted by that point, but still, it
What
was
a
just kind
Moran.
of funny. I didn't
What a
know.
Moran.
I didn't know that the Moran was the first fixed blade collab that Spyderco had done, though. I also
Yeah.
didn't know that Bob Trezola was the very first outside collaborator for design work with Spyderco, which kind of makes a little bit more
With
sense.
the Starmate?
I don't know that it was the Starmate specifically, but it was Trezola was the first one that they did a collab with. I meant to go to Spidey Wiki and look through the C SKUs to find out what the first one was.
Well, Starmate's an old SKU. It's
It's
30 something or something something.
We may as well just take a quick pop over here.
Wasn't
Starmate
here to pop over.
is 55.
55. Okay, not 38, but yeah. Still, that sounds about right.
Well, the 38 was the Jess Horn.
Yeah. So
And
definitely not their first collab.
well,
That's
C19 was the Bob Trezola Jr., which I'll bring up a photo of that, I'm sure here.
okay.
The
Okay. Okay.
so the Bob Trezola was the C15. And Spidey Wiki does not have a photo. That is super useful.
And up until then, it was Delicas and Enduras and Polices and Herpes and.
To be fair, this really doesn't look all that different from the Starmate.
How dare you? It's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which is fine. Yeah.
although that one with the white background where you can see the clip, Emerson called. He wants his clip back.
I mean, ZT used that clip too.
well, I mean,
I guess
No,
that was
it was
on the
all the
Emerson
rage.
collabs, though.
Maybe I'm biased because it's probably Phillips screws.
They were all
Probably.
buying it from the same vendor out of
Sa-
China at the same time. Okay.
Same dude.
Yeah.
Those are
Leave
Phillips.
Larry
Yeah.
out of this.
Yeah. What was the Bob Trezola? It's just a shortened version. Anyway, so yeah, Trezola, first dude to do a locking folder collab with them. That's kind of cool. So, yeah, 14 models. Huh. Very cool. Yeah. The new version. Sorry.
What's that? You were
Go on.
saying?
Oh, just the new version of the Trezola had a hollow grind. I can't tell from these photos. Oh, never mind. It was a hollow. The original Bob Trezola was a hollow grind. If I look up Spartaco Starmate, do I still get the original occasionally? Yes. Those look kind of flat. I was just curious about the grind difference between the new ones and otherwise, but that looks pretty flat to me. Yeah.
All right. Next
Yeah.
knife. Next something. Next Spyderco. Bodacious Spy 27. Those are already like hitting the shelf pretty damn soon from what I understand.
I don't like that I'm finding that knife more and more attractive as time goes on.
You shouldn't like it. You shouldn't like that, but apparently
No.
our viewers do too. So I'm the odd one out. But I don't really like the shaman either. So I'm also the odd one out.
Yeah.
Which one does he like? What did I miss?
Bodacious 527. Keep up with the chat, man. Jay Corsican. Course Cabin? I don't know. That's Jay.
Jay. Yeah. The old Jay Corsica.
Wow. That's
Where's that at?
that's not that's not right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Says you.
Mr. Bodacious.
Jacob's kind of funny, where he's asking about if this is a repeat episode that's live. Yeah, basically.
That's basically what it
You
is.
heard
Yeah.
things last week if you want to see more Spider Ghost. So I was
Yeah.
talking about the like kind of new, the really new, the not so new. This is like the kind of new, where they only actually announced it like a week ago, but like they've already got things on market, and then they are like, "Hey, Blade Show, all of these things for Blade Show," and we're like, "We saw this a week ago, but thanks. Talk more, bitches."
Can I be honest? I didn't even watch this video
That's fair. I only
because
watched
I
it for
assumed.
I only watched it for the off chance of like maybe some protos, maybe some background information about production timelines, and I got some information about some silly shit. So that was fun. Um,
I knew
but
somebody
yeah,
else would watch.
there was nothing really there that was brand
Yeah.
new. Which I guess we could move on to. Oh yeah, speaking of Spy 27 blue handles, Condor is doing blue handles again. Apparently that was a thing. Apparently that's what they were known for back in the day. I had no idea. I wasn't really aware of Condor until they had long since moved on to the black handles for their rubberized machetes and whatnot. But apparently that's where the blue of their logo, like it's part of the El Salvador flag.
Later, Zinks. Toodaloo.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah.
Good seeing you again.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose I can click on new products here.
El Salvadorian flags, you say?
Yeah, something about that. So they have the combat machete and the jungle bowie. Da-da-da, da-da-da. I didn't get the reaction from Paul that I wanted. But yeah, they have the bright blue for the handles.
What did you expect to get from me? Sorry.
Jungle boogie, jungle bowie. And I did the little. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's stretching. He's stretching.
It's a big stretch. Yeah, so blue handles. I was actually disappointed because I saw the blue. And when you see Condor and you see blue handles and you think of the last couple of years, like, oh shit, are they making these in 14C Sandvik? Like, am I gonna buy some 14C Sandvik bowies and machetes from Condor? No. No, I'm not, because they're still 1075, which is fine for what they are. But I got
Jungle Bowie.
I got all excited.
The main question is, did you log in for pricing?
No. But
well,
but that's what I'm being told I have to do.
Well, I mean,
they don't want to scare you away, Joe. You see.
Something like that.
The problem with Condor's products is their 1075 machetes have gotten to the point where they're pushing premium prices, and 1075 machetes are not worth premium prices. So with this blue and black little rubbery handle combo, do we go back to some reasonable price points, or are we still at the I might as well buy something fancier price points?
Are they rubbery? They described them as being an injection molded plastic.
Okay, so yeah, the black plastic is pretty like hard Velox, kind of like a Mora handle, but then those rubber O-rings are actually super thick.
Okay.
Black rubber O-rings, which give you a bit of a squish.
I'm always looking for a little bit of a squish.
Well, it depends on if you're looking for a little bit of a squish.
Well, that's what
you can adjust your fingers to be squishy or squishless, depending on like an eighth of an inch slide.
Something sliding
you don't
around.
have to slide it much. Yeah.
The only thing that I saved from their conversation really was the Corvo, the Invictus.
It's neat.
It's a mini Falx. Looks like a like Romanian Falx.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah. How long is the blade?
7.5.
Yes.
Okay. That's a messed up sheath. Was it made in Pakistan with that sheath? Jesus Christ, it's
something.
No, they the guy running the stippling machine just got a little overexcited, and he had done too much for them to stop, so they just kept going.
There was choices made.
It's a medical disorder, Joe. Come on, like why you gotta be such a dick?
you know why.
He's finding good work, man.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be excited about his job. That's not what I'm saying.
It's honest pay, man. It's honest pay.
Dan Stan EDC, what is up? He's thinking about getting a top Storm Vector. We know 2 guys that have them. They're great.
Baton like a beast.
Yeah.
Better than a Junglist, better than a Trailmaster. I hate to say it. I hate to
Yeah,
say it.
it's
It
true.
does. It does do both of those things better
That's pretty
It's
upsetting to hear.
bigger.
and thicker and chonkier.
It's not thicker than a Trailmaster. I
No,
refuse to
but it's
accept that.
just the edge design on it and
Oh,
whatever type of.
yeah, it's definitely better geometry for it, especially when you have one person holding it and you have another person with a 4 foot long tree branch. It's like just trunk
It's the base
basically.
end of some standing deadfall that may or may not be, 5 to 7 inches in diameter itself.
That splits firewood like a bastard, man. It's so good.
But I mean, in poor man's defense, that same piece of wood with my $40 hatchet. I mean, it's harder to.
Not smash the handle.
Well, yeah, you got all that blade
The
length. But yeah, good choice on that one, Danston. It probably wouldn't be.
Danston. They call me Danston.
Wouldn't be. What am I thinking of? What's the word? Wouldn't
Wouldn't be a
be
bad choice.
a
Wouldn't
bad
be the
choice.
wrong
A
choice.
mistake. I don't know. Yeah,
It
none of
wouldn't
those
be
things. Something more eloquent, but I'm a dick, so it's it's,
Dick Eloquence.
so you're not gonna get that from me.
Dick eloquence.
That
We've
sounds like the dick of an elephant. It's,
Mm.
it's
Maybe it is.
Sounds like I think we should move on to a new.
but like pinkies up. Yeah, no doubt. It's
Oh,
That's what I call it.
so Invictus Corvo, you say.
yeah, it's neat.
It's all right. It's all right. Joe
It's,
Flowers is a weird duck.
That's not his.
No, this
No,
is
I can't.
a.
Oh, I can only stand watching his videos for so long.
Yes,
Oh, he
that's
was.
correct.
To be fair,
He
so
wasn't talking about this one.
this one is a Walter Matthews design. I mean, he's friends with Joe Flowers, so.
Did they let Walter Matthews talk, or?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He actually came
Oh.
on screen and talked for a good
Okay.
bit about
Yeah.
it.
Flowers is only there for the blue handled and the
Actually,
small.
It was
Neck
funny.
knife that he
Flowers
made.
actually pointed the guy out. Is like, can we get him on camera? I want him to talk about his knife. It's actually like, cool.
That's funny. That's funny.
Because I know
I
the guy
saw
likes to
the
talk.
thumbnail with Flowers jumping around.
Mm.
Like, oh, I wonder if they're up on Condor's website. I looked and they were, so I did watch the video. I'm
Dude.
like, okay, good enough. What do they got? Cool.
The video literally starts with Joe Flowers saying, "Don't worry, we have band-aids under the booth,"
Yeah,
and them both being like, "Good, I need a re-up here."
Yeah.
good times. Good times. Next something.
The Civivi folding fillet knife is a real thing. That's purchasable imminently.
Okay.
Dennis is just not happy that I brought that
As
up.
a man who fishes,
Oh.
it's nice.
Why? No.
Nitro
No,
V.
It's a gross looking knife.
It's
What's
a
the
fillet
stock
knife.
thickness on this thing?
Is it on new arrivals?
Crazy thin.
There's the specs.
It's a
Probably
flexible
talk about
blade,
that
bro.
too.
It
It's
didn't
a
have
fish
that
knife.
much flex to it. I watched David C flex it a little bit, and
Is it under? Do they not have it listed at all? Wow. Okay. So it's not in coming soon. It's not in new arrivals. Is it under announcement? Maybe.
It's probably under announcement. It's
Nope.
definitely not under bestsellers.
No, it sure isn't anywhere there. And I forget the name of it. So that's cool.
You guys have seen fillet knives before. It was thin though. It was like
you guys have seen fillet knives.
Shaw?
It's a pretty dick answer, but yeah, good times.
hey, look, I thought it was funny.
The Shaka? Here's a
The
couple
old Shaka.
pictures
Shaka
from
Khan,
Reddit.
Shauka, S.H. Shaw, as in like the company you worked for.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. They
None
don't
of-
exist.
None of these photos actually show. Oh, okay. There's one here that shows the handle actually closed properly. Meh. There. Yeah. Yeah. So this is apparently a purchasable thing soon. I think it's cool. Not too many of these kind of safety folding knives where you have like a what would you call that? It's not bisected handle, but like kind of a double folding action. You get the long blade coming out. You have the handle folding in half. and that also locks the blade out, giving you a smaller handle, longer blade. That doesn't exist outside of some niches, really. Like you see it in some kind of German-inspired hunting knives. You see it in fillet knives now, but yeah, not a
The
common
old
thing.
extendo sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that Benchmade that had the extendo sleeve? Not the
The LFK.
LFK, was it? Was it? Okay, I thought for some reason that was the wrong acronym, but
And Lone Wolf did make a fillet knife as well.
mhm.
Nice.
That was through Benchmade. That was also
But
Lone Wolf,
if
but
they
also
are
Benchmade.
if they are intending to market this as like a folding fillet knife for like fish and stuff, or for fishing rather, I I don't think smooth textureless aluminum was the best idea. Would have preferred to have seen, I don't know, G10
I agree
or
with you
even
there,
like acrylic or polymer, just fucking anything other than
dude.
aluminum.
Even a textured aluminum would be okay.
Well, it would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I there's
Depends on the aluminum though. If it's like the CRKT Lanny,
then no
not
way in
ideal.
hell. Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
problem is at the price point they would want to sell this at. Any sort of surface finish they do is not going to be textured enough, I think.
Yeah.
So this one will be interesting. I don't expect it to do terribly well, to be honest.
Ball bearings.
Oh, they did mention that in the video. I don't
I
recall.
think it is. I think it is.
I
Oh,
mean,
is it actually?
if it's
Yeah.
ceramic ball bearings, the, fine for the corrosion, but in terms of like holding on to all the stuff that you're filleting into, that's gonna be fun to clean after.
The jagunk.
I take it all back.
Yeah.
Jagunk is a terrible word, and I wish it was 10 seconds ago when I didn't know it.
That's the singular of jagunkus. Um,
Yeah, it's not better. I'll tell you.
Don't like that.
wasn't supposed to be. I didn't
Yeah.
make the word up. I just
Like,
made the word up.
yeah. That's something that somebody died from in like the 1800s, like 1850s. Ah, he got the jagunkus. Dick rotted off.
Why is
You know why.
it?
So where do you think the junk comes out in that?
I
And the gunkus, Joe.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
That's
So
fair.
I choose not to.
so next weird knife. Yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed.
the inmate will now be available soon. TM.
Oh,
So
you
that,
mean the knife that was a shot show knife? So the knife that's not new at all.
yeah, kind of a running theme of like, hey, you know that thing we talked about and showed off already? We're kind of dragging our feet about it. Well, it's still almost ready. Fuck.
So those three categories, the almost new, the actual new, and not even close to new. How about, well, they came out with more patterns because by the time they got the shit together, they might as well draw people back in with other colors than what they initially announced, right?
Yeah,
So
but wait,
Some jagunkus.
if we didn't get you the first time, here's some
yeah,
slightly different models that might keep your attention this time.
here's a twist on the Jagunkus, right? I
So
guess, yeah.
don't twist the Jagunkus. Nobody needs that.
I mean, as long as you're not twisting your own Jagunkus.
Well,
I just want to say to Dick Riches in chat, it can be two things.
it could be two things.
Yeah.
Nice.
He knows what I'm talking
always can be. It could be more than two things sometimes. I
Yeah.
mean, wait, I'll find a third. It's
about. Give me a minute.
I'm not gonna wait that long. We should.
yeah. So inmates, who cares? Yeah. Sorry, nerd.
Oh.
Needs. Yeah. It's an ugly knife. It's an ugly knife. It's no style to it.
Yeah.
If the handle was on a different blade, I don't know that I would hate it as much. The handle, I like some of the features, mostly the like pattern on it.
So the problem
But-
is, in my mind, like as soon as you remove that pattern, like if you just allow your eyes to gloss over and blur a little bit, looking at this knife, it's like, oh no, I've seen this. It's a knockoff of a Spyderco. Like it's like made by United Cutlery, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the dollar cut.
So yeah, with the blade shape, it's totally
Yeah.
a dollar. But how many people are gonna get a golden raindrop? Nice.
I mean, I picked this one
Saying.
because I like the contrast, but
They named
Golden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
That's the thing that they did.
They
It
call
sure is,
they
sir.
call it golden
look.
raindrops right here, dude.
They couldn't call it a golden shower, so they had to call it something else.
The
Okay.
next
Well, he's
best
an
thing.
inmate, so
Well,
it's just a
yeah.
little. It's a little sprinkle at a time to
So
let him know you'll be back later.
Oh, oh, oh.
I think they may be talking about
Mm,
changing the name to something else because this is just called. Oh
the R.
no, I'm
Kelly
sorry.
version.
I'm sorry. I had scrolled in a way where my browser had cut that off. It is still called the inmate. There's another one though called I think it's the felon. It's done by that one has it's got elements of what's going on here, but it's smaller. K390 DLC'd, and it has some other features going on with the handle. Where it's like, no, this is actually. It looks like you were able to design kind of more what you were into. I kind of wish we would have seen that here. Because I don't think Neves Knives Jared. I don't think he's totally unimaginative when it comes to this stuff. But man, a lot of new releases from big companies just look very samey. Um,
They're definitely playing it safe.
A
yeah,
lot of companies are playing it very safe
even
because they know that they're going to have a big enough following by silly variations of things.
yeah, dude.
Bodacious 527.
I'm not. I'm not
Yep.
even. I'm not even gonna bother bringing it up on screen. But the only thing that was on the CRKT website, or sorry, website video was the mini redemption, and it's like cool. It's a redemption, but shorter.
Yeah,
I
is
do
it
like it in the
exclusive
smaller
too?
size.
Yeah, cool, but it's literally just a smaller version.
Yep, absolutely.
It's fine, cool.
I mean, it's the better size
Look,
because it's already a smaller one. But
eh,
that was not the
I
that was
know
not the
you.
takeaway that I got from that video, though.
no,
We finally got the beef as to why Ken Onion left Kershaw and went to CRKT. He
yeah,
spilled the beans.
that was actually interesting to learn. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He got what's the word I'm looking for? He got
fucked.
no, nothing like that at all. When you have a sports team and you have a guy that
he was
goes
like
to
headhunted specifically by yeah.
yeah, what was his name? His name was Doug. Was it
Oh,
Flag?
possibly Doug Flagg, but he was originally at where was
Kershaw.
it originally at Kershaw. When he jumped ship, moved over to CRKT, there was only a few years left in Onion's contract with Kershaw. So when that lapsed, he followed suit.
And apparently, when he got headhunted by this fella Doug, Kershaw was very adamantly not looking for outside designers, and Doug kind of put his job on the line to get Ken Onion to be a part of the team. So that's his Huckleberry, and he was going to follow his Huckleberry.
I see.
Yeah. So pretty interesting background information for
Yeah.
sure, and it makes a bit
He's-
more sense. Yeah.
Also, Ken Onion looks exactly like I expected him to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you never seen it before?
I don't know if I have.
Oh, that's so
What?
funny. Because he doesn't look that different than he did like 5-10 years ago.
No.
He looks very similar.
I can't
Yeah,
believe you've never seen a picture of old Kenny Boy from Hawaii.
I might have, and maybe that's why I think that's exactly what he should look like.
Yeah, that sounds about
But
right.
Yeah. So speaking of CRKT,
Sure.
there's actually a nice knife.
Is there?
I think so.
sounds made up.
It's CRKT. So did they add anything to new releases that we haven't seen yet?
Oh no, it was just that Q knife.
The Q. Oh, that's old news, isn't it?
Well, it's Blade Show news.
What? How?
Gotcha.
The new that's not.
I can't even find it on their website. Oh, Q Compact?
I was gonna say you scrolled past it a while ago.
I did not. I probably did.
You definitely, certainly did.
Oh, it's a new variation. I see. I did absolutely scroll right past the fucking thing.
Yeah.
$5 more expensive than the old version they had. Now it's all blackied out.
Is it Blackie Collins?
No.
Oh,
No.
It's just no.
because that guy's not black at all. Let me tell you,
No, not even a little bit.
it's.
I
Are
just
you
looked
bleeding?
down. I just looked down and there's blood on my lily or ivy.
Well, I was gonna say, did you just look down and realize you cut yourself with the ivy again? that's
I,
the look you
dude,
just had when you
well,
look
I saw the blood and then I was like, where am I bleeding
how
from?
how
And
did I
I'm
do this?
it
Oh,
must be
Paul.
Saturday blood.
All right, all of these things suck.
You don't like the
Does
cube at
someone
all?
want to talk about anything fun?
Um,
I got a thing.
yeah, do it.
All right. If
All of
you
these are just plain Janies. Who
if
cares?
you
Plain Janies.
go to the website, Straight Line EDC.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, I don't care. Steal his thing. It's good for us.
What are we stealing? Who? What?
You know who we're stealing.
I'm
Someone else. Someone else's design
Well,
on another YouTube channel.
Are we?
Maybe. What are you stealing from Straight Line EDC? Because there's something else that came out from Straight Line EDC that,
Are we talking about the digger? I don't
yeah,
know the. Yeah. Okay.
that's Mr. David C. Anderson's design.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knife Center.
It was a collaboration between him and Straight Line actually.
Yeah,
Say.
I
Yeah.
said we're taking Knife Center's jam and putting it on our stream. That's good. It's good, man.
nothing's been stolen though. You implied
I was
that
gonna.
there was a ripoff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm supporting people in the community, bruh.
Fellow YouTube streamers, not
Yeah.
plugging our channel with his design. Well,
Exactly.
I mean, call me. It's a good looking design. I don't care. I give a shit.
Dude, I was gonna say for you, this is like a new version of your Contigo with a slightly less
You
choil.
shut your goddamn mouth, sir.
It's 14C.
Well,
It's tougher than the Contigo.
they also got upset if anybody called it a reverse Tonto. So
I mean,
Like, yeah.
look at the fucking thing. If you're gonna
It's-
do
it's-
that, just
You made
round.
a fixed bladed Sendy. Thank Ben for your design, not
It's-
Osborne.
it's a spade blade. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just like a Sendy.
Yeah, but you can sendy it away.
What, this one or the Sendy?
No, the sendy.
You don't like
Oh,
the Sendy?
Yeah. No, I
I
like.
don't
this
have any issue with the sendy. I just like this more.
That's fair.
I
I'm
already
gonna be
have a
honest.
Sendy, and if I wanted a spade blade, I would just do this. Me. And then I would have a Sendy already. It's called a tech tool from Rook. Oh yeah, I ground a half stop in mine. I was like, wait, oh yeah, I did that. Oh, speaking of which, I'll find that ranch boss. We were talking about that.
Oh, dude,
Going-
please, yes.
Going to Straight Line EDC reminded me about the alley and the Ernie. And I really want an Ernie.
I don't know what the Ernie is, or I've forgotten.
It's on Straight Line EDC's.
Oh,
website.
it's another one of their products. Okay.
Yeah. It's an in the pocket EDC fixed
Oh,
blade.
I like the look of that ally.
Alley.
Oh,
It's named after his child.
okay.
Both of
Well,
them are.
spell better. Uh,
Give me
not
two
you,
things,
them.
Paul.
Ally,
I mean-
Alley. Okay, fine.
To be fair, his wife's name is, I want to say, Rosalie or something like that, and he named a knife after her and called it the Rocks. So
Okay. All right.
he's Italian, all right, Joe. Give him a break.
Even you know those people.
I assume his last name looks very Italian.
Well, all of these look actually fairly nice.
Yeah. Don't you remember the revolving screwdriver?
Yes,
had this,
that
yeah.
does actually look somewhat familiar. Yes.
At first, I was like, "Who the hell is Straight Line EDC?" And then I saw it. I was like, "Oh yeah, yes, I want one of these." I think I still want a Stiffy P more. Going back to what's going on in chat, but I want one of these, and I would want a digger, but it's 14C Sandvik, and I'm better than that.
No, you're not.
You're right, but I want to be
Right.
Joe.
It's fine to cast aspirations.
Yeah, let me cast my aspirations.
The man. Okay,
Cast it
so
about.
how big is this thing? What's the blade length on this? Blade length 3 point. Okay, that's right on the line for me. That's like a fixed blade that small. I want it to be tough. I don't really care about how long it holds an edge. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. Um, I could
See,
see
I'm the
someone
opposite.
wanting an M390 blade and just
Yeah.
just slicey all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's about at that line. If it was,
I
See,
kind of hope they
god
make
damn,
these
but
a
in the
lot of
future
traffic
we will
in
goes
sell
there.
M390.
more of these. You see,
Ah,
They probably will.
more,
more Lear.
more
They
Lear. Yeah.
they specifically were trying to find like the limit. They wanted to keep the overall length, I believe, of the alley and the Ernie.
Okay.
Um, but they wanted to increase blade length on these guys was part of their conversation, I believe.
Okay.
So it's as long of a blade as you can comfortably get away with, like with a 3-finger grip and a lanyard, I think is kind of where they went with it.
Hmm.
And then they did make a comment about delivering it with the lanyard because it's easier to take the lanyard off than it is to put it on. So if you don't want it, you cut it off, and if you do want it, it's there.
Cool.
I'm the kind of asshole that will cut it off and then put a new one on because I'm better than
Well,
that.
you
Yeah,
probably would want your box not to go all the way down to the base, as opposed to
I
like it's kind of
I
just hanging
want it to
off on
be
the
a
side.
lanyard. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want it to give me a little extra grip, a little
So
extra gumption.
this is part of. Oh, right. This is their magnetic folding over sheath, so it'll like clip onto the side of your pocket. That's pretty cool.
Like MKM styles.
Yeah, I always thought that was a slick idea, and
I want a little of that action on my EDC fixed blade.
you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you
I
do like
want
that action.
I want to be able to give it a good grip.
Yep.
Does it make the same sound as when you hit the little thing that stops your door from banging into the wall?
If you're doing it right.
Well,
Next silly thing.
What's the next silly thing?
you got a silly thing, Dennis?
I got
I
a
mean,
couple silly things.
do we want to talk about the folding knife also from Straight Line EDC?
They have one.
The rocks. It was the other knife that we kind of mentioned earlier.
Did I just completely miss that in the?
It's not on the website. You have to.
Oh.
One of the photos that I sent you has like an infinity symbol in the handle, and it's that one.
Okay, I gotta find where that email went.
It
I had it open and then it closed.
it has a blade shape very reminiscent of the Ernie or Henry, maybe.
Henri.
Henri.
With the infinity symbol in it, I'm not seeing shit, dude.
Gray handle.
Oh, okay. It was out of. It couldn't see it in the preview, but I should be able to just save this now.
Sweet. So the idea behind this folding knife was that he had made a knife for each of his children, and his wife was jealous that they had knives and she didn't. So he took features from both of the knives and made this knife because both of his and his wife's features went into their kids.
I was gonna say because that way he
Features.
could be lazy. Yeah.
Whoa, hateful.
What?
Yeah, hateful. Why you gotta be so
You just
hateful?
overlaid 3 designs of knives over top of each other, and just like highlighted certain pieces.
I
until
mean,
Just two.
you had to design all the knives to begin with, so I mean, how lazy is it really?
My brother in Christ, I know designs that you've designed that are exactly that. Let's not go
of
there.
course. Price had nothing to do with it. Tequila, on the other hand.
I see. What is that?
Rum.
Throwing stones in glass houses, but Dennis is sitting at the windowsill, the big shit-eating grin on his face, waiting for you to throw the stone right back.
Oh yeah, that's because I spray painted it in case of emergency, break glass on the outside of the window. Come on.
He's not just asking for it, he's begging for it.
Literally hosting.
Hilarious.
But yeah, this handle, it's hard to see in this orientation,
It's like,
but there is a significant
pointy.
amount of tapering to the handle.
oh, you mean like in this dimension, like that?
Very much so. It
Very
tapers
cool.
from like where the button is, and it swells in the middle.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to see companies remember that dimension exists occasionally.
And he didn't say anything in the video specifically that I saw about the infinity symbol in it, but I assume it has something to do with it being a knife named after his wife. And it's forever, you see.
I see. There's also tie-ins with like helical forms and DNA and the passing on of traits between you and your children and family. So there's it's pretty loaded as far as symbolism goes, but I don't hate it.
He better keep his DNA off my knife. That's all I'm saying. I can do that myself.
I
I was just cleaning blood off of it a second ago.
I was gonna say prefer if you didn't. Gotta be honest.
Why order stropping compound? I'm just saying.
Well,
can bodily fluids double as stropping compound?
Yes.
I don't know how that works out for you, Paul.
I'm gonna start eating sand, and I'll let you know.
Next silly thing, other than Paul eating sand.
Well, Paul did send me a picture of the fixed blade that I thought he would bring up from Boker.
Well, there is that. I do have it. Yeah.
Which one?
The pocket rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
about
about
the Bronco? What about
rocket.
the Bronco?
What about the Bronco?
Yeah, that's the other fixed blade that's worth talking about.
Was that the sailor's knife?
No, that's
look like a Kephart.
That thing was kind of cool, but
I don't like sailor's knives or Kevharts, so therefore it's dumb.
I don't like it, therefore you're wrong.
That's what I heard.
Well, yeah, I mean, not really, but yeah.
So the Bronco's not a new knife, but hey, look, you can get it in 3V.
New variation, yeah.
Okay.
Reasonably priced.
Yeah,
they made themselves a Puko. It was a Puko. Now it's slightly more of a Puko. It's like a Mora made a Puko. Benchmade Puko, sorry.
What's the sheath on it? Is it a Kydex?
Kydex, yes.
Okay. I did almost talk about this one.
It's cool to see it with an actual Scandi edge. That's nice. Because the Poker
is a swallowable.
So I don't know, and I don't mean
it 45 minutes.
This isn't. There you go. This isn't me throwing shade on Zach the Wild, but he's the new, I guess, Boker rep. He
keeps on talking about us at Boker like he's an old German man.
Well, he didn't remember the name that he was almost there. He was talking about the Boker coffin, which had a new handle variation this year, and he couldn't remember the name, and he said it wasn't the coffin. He explicitly said it wasn't the coffin. I'm like, no, dude, that's actually the knife.
That's 100% the coffin. I played with this.
I also have a photo of that one for stream.
Oh, cool! I'll toss that one up now while we're just talking.
I'm curious about that because I haven't seen the new variation.
It
just
does.
A quick aside before we keep going. Dick Richards, have a good night.
Oh, take care, man.
Yeah.
So the new variation is Altum. It doesn't.
Oh, I did see it, and then I blocked it from my memory because it's piss.
I was gonna say it doesn't look as dehydrated, pissy as some others.
They specifically talk about that in the stream, in the video, that it's not as pissy. And then David C. Anderson says something about being really dehydrated at the show.
At Shaw Show, yeah, it's like my piss might look like this. Basically, is what he's saying. Yeah, very funny.
I still prefer the blue or the.
The blue looks way better, I think, but
they also have a
burlap etched.
They do.
The burlap.
Yeah, they're all pretty cool.
The etched blade on the burlappy one is pretty nice.
Yeah, but to cycle back around, I'm not 100% sure that Zach is correct on this, but he mentioned that on the Bronco, the 3V itself is made in Germany, and it's listed here as CPM 3V, which is specifically Crucible 3V, an American-made
I heard
steel.
some of this, and I thought he was saying. I understood where you could catch that because I heard him say that too.
Yeah.
But I think he was actually talking about the knife itself was being made in Germany.
I hope that's what he meant, but the syntax of it came across as like the way you said that, it sounds like you're talking about that steel.
Yeah, janky, but that's Zach. So
yeah. I'm sure he'll get up to speed with time, but anyhow.
But yeah, I think he was just saying the knife itself is a German made, and at 180, it's not their Boker Plus series, so that's a good price. I think was the context that he was saying on that one.
That would
Zach in the Wild is definitively like part of Boker's USA,
team,
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Boker USA's team, not.
Well, he wasn't
government mandated. I'll be back in June. Sounds
good. He was at the Boker factory recently,
Yes.
I'm not sure if he's specifically Boker USA or working for Boker Germany, like Boker Solingen, but
The
being in the US. I'm not sure what that looks like.
well, they have in the past they've definitely had Boker USA versus Boker Solingen at shows.
Like both companies setting up booth?
Well, both companies not necessarily setting up booth, but like very distinctive. Like these are the Boker American stuff. This is the Boker Germany stuff. The way that he
Yeah.
was talking about it, it very much sounded like he was hearing stuff through the grapevine because the Boker USA is working on the US made knives and not necessarily caring, not caring, but not
They weren't involved.
involved in the production of all of the
I
like tree brand and the way he kept describing like all the different you know divisions of Boker.
yeah, I could see that.
Like even the anchor knife, he talked about the knives being made in Solingen, and Solingen's like emblem is an anchor with, is it two swords?
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
good.
it's allowed, I guess.
Oh,
Doesn't need to
The
laugh
oh,
again.
no,
not
Bye.
done. Not done. Okay.
Oh, mm,
uh,
it's a
it's that kind of day.
you're yeah you make it.
yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I also realized I had the little space heater in the basement turned on because it's actually a little cool down here. And now I'm cooking myself out. It's
I see. That's allowed. Get cooked.
So I
too
know
late.
we hopped on and off of that pocket rocket like super quick, so we could probably go back to that.
We should
I was gonna see. Do we? Oh, we do have a listing here too. I'll throw up your photo while that's loading.
throw it up.
They made a Kyber uppercut. It doesn't look quite
Kyber.
like your Kyber,
I was gonna say like
Yeah,
the blade's reminiscent though.
it's
and
pointier.
size-wise,
It's potentially even smaller in the hand.
I think it
it
is
is.
shorter, but it does also look wider. Like it's like almost round when you're
Yeah,
looking at it from the side.
It's
Wow,
because
none of their photos really show this off well, but you can kind of see the Jesus, the thickness of the handle there.
they literally talk about that ball end of the handle feeling like a ball and socket in your hand and kind of filling your grip, even though it's only a 2-finger grip.
So
so
they say a
you know
blade
back
thickness of 0.02 inches. That's half a millimeter. I don't think that's accurate.
Oh,
I
that seems unlikely.
yeah,
point oh two, eh?
I think they fucked up.
It's it's
Yeah.
tinfoil.
Point
So I was
two
gonna
would
say to
be 5
Paul,
mil though.
he'll appreciate this reference. Back in the old school Pride days, pancration even, Boss Rutan, you couldn't actually punch people. You had to like actually palm strike them. I'm just saying, a little Boss Rutan palm strike with a good old pocket rocket.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to
Uh,
T grip it like that, man. You just open palm, like just use momentum, just bang, it's in there.
yeah, but how do you hold it in your hand so it
It
doesn't
doesn't have to
fall
come
out?
back out again.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
has
but
to stay in your hand on the way
you
in.
gotta get it there.
What am I? Am I just? Do I magnets? How do they work?
I mean, you need to figure that out, sir.
Apparently, I do like the fact that they call it the pocket rocket, and the very first thing that Zach said was, "Don't carry this in your pocket. Wear it around your neck like it was supposed to be."
Hmm. Hmm.
The sheath is very symmetrical, as far as the rivets up it to like make it a neck knife,
Yeah.
and because it's double edged, if you put your hand on the sheath and push and pull at the same time, there's a good chance you end up on the blade. So it's easier just to grab the ball and pull it out like a neck knife. It also was incredibly tight in the sheath. David Sanderson made a
Yeah.
comment about it being
Yeah.
tight.
It looked like there was almost an accident trying to
Yeah.
pull that thing out of the sheath. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, and for the record, I'm trying to find it here. Where is it? Oh no! Oh no! I have too many Benchmade bags.
I'd wear
Pocket
this as a neck
rocket.
knife
I'll
though.
find it. But
I need to get somebody to make a Kydex sheath for that. That'd be fun.
Mm. What's the bolster material made out of?
Nickel silver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might hurt my feelings to do. I just want to be able to wear it properly, so I'm not wearing this boot a clip around my neck
Right.
like the
Yeah.
Italian bushcrafter that I am. But yeah, I like this one a lot. It's not as quite as cool as that Magnacut little spay blade thing that they made. What was it, the backpacker or whatever? The BFF?
BFF. Was that another broker?
I believe it's the Boger. It's not new for this
Oh, the Barlow BFF. Yeah.
Barlow.
Yeah. There's the BFF Packlight, and there's the BFF Packlight
Oh,
Walnut, but no, the Barlow. That one's AEBL though. It's not Magna Cut.
yeah, but I'm not talking about the Barlow.
I know, but I seen it. You see, and it's so
Oh, I
pretty.
see.
The
What's
Richlight
that?
one is Magna Cut. The Walnut one is Magna Cut. Honestly, the Barlow's the only one that's AEBL. Yeah, it's neat.
Go on.
I don't have the impetus for me to buy a fixed blade would be down to the handle most of the time. And this is definitely one of those ones, kind of like the Cold Steel Desperado, where it's like so weird. It's like, yeah, that stands out. That's kind of creepy. I like that. It's the same kind of deal, like this weird little slab of I don't even know, G10. Yeah, G10 for the handles on this one.
I wonder if you can T-grip this one comfortably.
I doubt it. I think that.
It's
I
a little
mean,
wide.
maybe looking at it in his
There is a
hand
lot of
there.
swoopies.
Yeah, I think if the handle was a little shorter, you could get away with it. I don't know that I would though.
Jay saying in chat, seriously, they called it the pocket rocket? Yeah, they did. Batteries included.
And I mean, is it
It
shaped like a rocket?
it vibrates.
So if you imagine that like the blade is sort of like the exhaust trail from the engine, which is or the rocket, which is at the very bottom, and you have the cabin up here, it's kind of a spaceship, I guess.
You know what it looks like? It looks a lot like images of like viruses.
Oh yeah,
Or,
yeah.
but without
Instead
the
of like
legs, it's
all
the
the legs, they're all together
yeah,
for penetration. You know.
exactly. I just wanted to let Dennis know though that I'm on board. Finally, I found a pocket rocket for me.
I'm gonna say I've been looking for the last 5 minutes and I can't find my goddamn pocket rocket. I'm having a minor freak out, but I'll find it in a second here. I'm sure.
I'm sure it'll turn up. You did have it out not last stream, but the stream before, I think. So
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. It was something about the clip you brought it out for, I think.
Yeah, I do remember that. That means it might be in a stack. Thanks, Joe.
No
You're right.
worries. It's like,
That
oh,
means it might be one of these ones. Oh, that feels super tanky. What's that? That's a pocket rocket. That's gotta be a pocket.
yay.
There it is. That's a pocket rocket.
Good.
Joe knows your knives better than you do.
I doubt that.
Yeah, see how much nicer this one looks?
What?
But
What? You mean the dagger?
The Boker, yeah.
You fucker.
integral G10 backspacers, man. Come on.
Hey man, this one's integral.
No, it's not. I'm just saying shit.
No, it's not. That's out and out lie.
Sir.
100% was. I was waiting to see how long that would take.
No time. No time at all.
Thank you for helping me recover that.
Back on my bullshit.
Anytime.
I'm like looking through, like I was at bag number 8 there. I was like,
like where the fuck? Yeah.
Good news is I found my Sage 2, so I've been looking for that.
Oh, good.
Anyway,
There you go.
Yeah. Silver linings. Okay, so for like a quick grab and stab, I suppose this is the pocket rocket you might want. But looking at how tiny it is and how hard it is to get out of the sheath, I don't know. I would have rather that they chisel ground the sucker. It's D2. We can handle it.
My friend, I am going to put a lanyard on it
And neck knife it. Yeah.
and neck knife it.
Dude, I EDC a CRKT Sting. I mean, you're not gonna hear too much bitching from me as far as like EDCing a dagger, but because it's a V grind, I don't know. Like, I guess if you're like digging and poking and getting into stuff, maybe. I just can't see this being a particularly good cutter at all. Like, it's got to be pretty thick, like at the
No,
edge.
boss root and palm strike. So
I was
that's
gonna
why
say
there's a
this is
lanyard hole, is to tie it around your wrist, Paul, or
yeah,
around the top of your hand.
Oh, you figured it out. Shit,
So,
it's
yeah,
perfect.
that's
zip tie.
awful.
That's all you need is a zip tie and a pocket rocket,
It
and
does.
then
I'll slap the fuck out of you.
yeah,
It does look
3
cool though.
minutes in a ring.
Overall
Good
length
time.
5 inches, probably too long to stick into a fifth pocket for most jeans. I had some jeans a couple years ago that probably would fit that, but
It's one hell of a fifth pocket you got there.
dude, it also had like a side pocket for like hammers and shit. So
Mm.
I miss those pants.
Next,
This guy's over here with his hammer in his pocket.
Yeah. Don't. Anyway.
next weird thing.
Yeah. We could look at the Altum a little longer and just reminisce about the days when we didn't know what Altum was. Sorry, that's mean.
If you can't find your pocket rocket, ask your wife.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I do like the texture on the Altum. I wouldn't mind some texture on a
like on a G10 version or a micarta version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be into that.
Anyone
Like
sick of
polished
micarta yet?
micarta.
Anyone here sick of micarta yet?
Polished
No.
micarta. Never.
No,
Are you, Joe?
I
Are
got
you sick
tired
of
of the carbon
micarta?
fiber
No,
and
no,
then
no.
came back around in the time that I'm still enjoying micarta. So I don't know if that's ever going to be a turn off for me.
That's fair.
I mean, it'll lose trends, and I'm okay with that because those boys set a bandwagon over at Blade HQ that now everyone, as soon as they see micarta versus G10, I'm like, it's the same crap. Stop bitching.
Jacob it feels very strongly about the fact that he has not gotten tired of micarta in chat.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a sentiment I don't hear super frequently, but I do run across it often enough where it's just like, oh, I'm just sick of seeing X on everything. And lately it's been people bitching about titanium as far as like the only real premium option outside of carbon fiber. And then
But see, micarta used
micarta.
to be the premium option, and then they made it a budget option, and now what else are you going to put on your knife, Joe?
Zirconium or nothing.
What-
No, we're talking about that. That's like a $700 plus price point most of the time.
Yeah. What other materials are there? There's carbon fiber, there's titanium, there's micarta. That is the building blocks of life.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
I'm 70% micarta.
Gonna leave that one alone.
Think about it.
Next weird thing.
Yeah.
Magnesium handle so it can catch fire in your pocket. Neat.
I think we actually went through all of the 5 or 6 notes that were in my little pad here, so that's it for me. Yeah.
Is the Misto Hogue knives? Is it new, or is it only partially new? I've never seen it before. MYSTO.
I did say that there was that Knife Center short about the Riot VK collab too.
The Misto, okay, there's a collector series that doesn't seem to be new. So maybe that's what it was. There were the collector series that initially came out.
Oh, it's just the black one that's a new one.
Yeah, so there's a Misto manual. Wait, okay, sorry. These are all manual. There's a Blue Canyon Richlight with Magna Cut 62 to 64. Good for you guys.
I do like the swirlies in that one. The swirlies
The
were nice.
blacked out Misto apparently is the new, yeah, and it's got a tritium insert.
Well,
but the carbon fiber actually has
this blue Richlight is
in it too. You just can't see, yeah. Oh, maybe that was the one actually.
The blue Richlight is new, and this black Cerakote carbon fiber
Yeah,
trailing
sorry. The
apparently.
one I saw in the video was definitely the blue rich light, and then I went digging for it to see if I can find a video or a picture because
Both of
I'm lazy
these,
and that's easy.
both of these look pretty nice. I like that milling pattern on the carbon fiber. That's really cool.
The blue water is super fancy. The carbon fiber, it's the same millis, right? That's the cool thing about it
Same as
is
the
they kept
aluminum,
the same
yeah.
millis all the way across the board, right? So
Hmm. Yeah, so new versions, once again keeping that trend, but I like the lines of this knife. I sure wish it
We're
wasn't an axis lock, but not like I
we're
was.
being asked in chat why Spyderco won't just sell their knives without scales, so you can buy whatever you want from aftermarket makers. Um, because aftermarket makers is not Spyderco's job. Ultimately,
yes, but at the same time, give it 2 years. That's a 2 year plan. There'll be things that will be scaleless intentionally.
you think?
I don't
You
think
guys
so. I don't think so.
no?
No, they're gonna keep on with the lightweight train. They're gonna keep on with the
Well, the
FRN shit.
FRN will be the alternative, but the marketing towards swappability. I mean, the Bodacious is already the prime example of that, or the
Oh,
lightweight shaman. Sorry.
I'm not suggesting that they won't keep them swappable, and
That's too bright.
they won't be swapping on the secondary market.
Yeah,
But Spyderco will still sell you a full knife, so they
but
can charge
yes,
you for a full knife.
yeah.
I think
But
that's
the
what that
marketing
is.
towards it being like just buy whatever you want to make it fancy
Yeah.
is already on the horizon. They're just not telling people that at this
I was
point,
gonna
right?
say
So
it's been part of their MO for
yeah,
as
yeah.
long as
That's
Flightanium's been around, really.
again, shaman lightweights are exist for a reason. Tenacious lightweights only existed because at some point the tenacious platform on Flightanium was banging, right? Like
Yeah.
so.
Well, and they started with the BD1N because they know people will buy it to modify it, and then 2 years from now they can release a lightweight in Spy 27 and S110 and Maximit and Crewwear
And oh wait, they did a
and
lot of those things already.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
So yeah, Hogue, the blue rich light, I'm really digging. Magna Cuts.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a sweet looking
American made.
profile.
Say what you will. Yeah.
that's a decent little knife. I could do some work with that.
I actually
And
the first time I
180
saw it,
American. That's not bad at all.
yeah. The first time I saw it, I was actually like, it actually has somewhere between Torrent and not Osborne vibes.
Yeah, kind of like sequel-esque, and I'm not just saying that
It's
because of the blue color, but
it's got a little 943 to it
Yeah,
in the blade.
exactly. I've got one of those somewhere. Man,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
like it. Anyway, yeah.
clip points are cool. Um,
So that was one of them that I saw.
yeah.
So
Oh, Paul had mentioned there was a VK something or other.
A VK collab with Riot, but I only saw it in a YouTube short
Oh, okay.
from Knife Center.
Well, we can check their page here just in case.
Yeah, I kind of did. I
Oh
was
no,
hoping it was there. Yeah.
no, that's too bad. Okay, well that's okay.
Yeah.
We can come back to that another time then.
But it did lead me down the rabbit hole of there's a bunch of their like top flippers that I still want, like the Bushido.
Dude, I love their Bushidos. They're so cool.
Yeah.
I hate how much I like these stupid trailing point straight line motherfuckers. But I can't stop buying them. Oh,
hey,
they
but
look nice.
only the chubby ones. I'm only on board with the chubby ones. Your CEOs and your Quakens and your Crossbones, you lose me.
They need to be this wide or more.
Yeah, you need chubby
I don't dislike it. I mean, I'll take both.
Quakens. Yeah.
Like, this
And
is
even the
fun.
Quaken, when it came out with the chubby Quaken, I was like, that's the Quaken I like. Like, it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I like them all. I like all
That's
the Quakai.
yeah.
I
Oh,
just wish
no.
that they didn't have loose bearings so I could take it apart and clean it.
Well, I mean, there's a reason that I sold you mine, is because I don't like it that much. It's-
Well, and I'm pretty sure at the time when you got that, I made it very clear that when you let it go,
we would have to talk, yeah.
yeah, it was a grail at the time. I've moved on to bigger, better things since then, like John Q.
Quaken's fun, though.
Grimsmos.
Quaken's a little bit of a part of history, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's a good one. Riot, I'm down with it. I like Riot stuff. I'd buy more Riot stuff if they came down the pipe.
Yeah.
Same.
It's a right hand only though, so you better like it. How much is the steel M390? I don't know if I like it that much.
They got a price point. They got a price on here.
I don't think the Bushidos were that new.
What would it need to
No.
be for it to be? No, the Bushidos aren't new. We just like them.
Okay, we're just
Um,
ranting now. Okay.
Yeah.
If you decided that you wanted a Bushido, what would the steel choice have to be for you to be like, okay, that's the one that'll go in the right pocket?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I-
it is a good question. Ask the viewers. Ask the viewers.
Hey, viewers, what I just said.
Bushidos. What would it be? It would have to just be something rare that I don't have yet. That I just like. Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is it
the
like
Chad's got PM60. I don't even know what the hell that is, but I want to play it.
Would it have to be like a Vanadis, or would Elmax do? Would it have to be? Would Magnacut do it? S45? Any of those? Or would it have to be like some weird ass shit?
You'd probably have to get me like I got Elmex. That's thin. I got thin, like thin. I like thin.
Yeah.
I like slicey. I've got that in so many categories.
That
That's why I'm
green
asking.
looks super cool.
That
I
would
do like
want.
the idea.
Yeah, I do like the green too. But yes, what steel would get you?
Some
like that.
Vanadis 4,
I
Vanadis
like that
8.
conversation overall as a conversation. Yeah, Vanadis
Yeah.
something. Vanadis sport. Yeah.
Something.
Anyway.
Yeah, something that leans towards toughness. I think on this one, like as someone who doesn't own any 3V, I would take 3V on this.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Well, and like Kaiser was playing with some 4V
But-
at very reasonable prices, but I mean, Riot can't stoop to 4V because Kaiser uses 4V, but so you got to use something else. 10V, right?
My
Just
so
no 15V. That doesn't exist anymore.
you were talking about like the width.
You can't
San Mai with ZDP in the core. Now we're talking.
Ooh, dude. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, but there's like
we gotta get something that is gonna be like,
Dude,
okay, I don't have any of that I want to play with.
There
right?
are
in the mirror polished DLC.
There are so few knives.
No.
There are.
Stanson,
I appreciate it.
have a good night, Stanson.
Take care, man. There are so few knives that I wouldn't take in laminated ZDP, though. Like, realistically speaking, if we're talking about like, that's a different conversation to me. To me, that's the answer to what is like one of your weakness steals. Like you see it available and you're like, I need it. I need more of it.
Well, I mean, we both own Cali 3s, right? So,
yeah, I'm playing with mine off screen most of the stream. I love this stupid knife, and the blade is fucking fun.
Yeah, well, if it was something other than a lockback, you'd get me. But
I love lockbacks, but I understand. Dude, that's another pinch point. Spyderco needs to use some of their weirder locks more often. Oh god, a Sage 6 sprint in a year's time with ZDP laminated blade? Yeah.
Yeah, good times. I got one other weird thing.
Sure.
So QSB.
Paul's gone.
Yeah, Paul ran away. At least I tell you when I'm running away.
I'll never tell.
It's show and tell, Paul. It's show and tell.
Nope, I'll never tell. I'm not gonna show you me turning my AC on.
So if you go, okay. So first of all, I don't know how you can go back a tab, but there's baby QSPs, baby penguins that are not mini penguins.
Yeah, baby penguin.
Where can I find that on their website?
If I type in the word baby, I get no results because QSP hates us. Coming soon, maybe?
The beluga, same thing. I want to know more about this so-called beluga.
It's a baby beluga.
Hey, that reptile, that handle looks very familiar. Why does that look so familiar? What is that?
Wait, you're missing the best part is the next row on the reptiles. After the reptiles.
It's E-reptile dysfunction. Thank you very much.
Oh.
My reptile functions just fine, thank you very much.
Oh no. Hey Paul.
Hey Paul.
Hey Paul.
Joe.
Hey Paul.
There's new things.
Hey Paul.
Yeah.
There's new things.
Abalone.
Oh no.
It's got fabulous abalone.
Oh yeah.
And not
sure
just that,
does.
there's blue resin that I don't know what they're doing to it, but it looks pretty damn cool.
Oh, but abalone's so pretty. God damn it.
Aha. Shit.
They really want to sell me a dolphin.
They do.
So
oh,
no,
what the fuck?
I mean,
Are
not
they
on
Are they
live air.
coming
That's
with
from
QSP branded slip clips?
That's the right answer. I will
Oh,
carry the shit out of that
yes.
knife.
Wait, knife. Oh, you get to get your pick between a knife only or the brown or the dark brown leather sheath. Oh, yes. That is the
Knife with a
correct
dark
thing to
brown.
do.
Gotta do it.
Hell yeah. That's
so
awesome.
so I know this tickles both of your little tickles.
It
Oh,
does.
get off my little tickle.
But did
Don't.
did you see the next two knives too, Joe? This is more of a Joe tickle.
Oh,
Oh, no.
is it a
Really?
dagger?
No, no, no. It's mm. So they're calling this aluminum foil handle. This looks
Uh,
like like a
yeah, it
weird
does.
meshed alutex. What the hell am I looking at?
That looks a lot like um lightning strike. Not like, excuse me, lightning strike. What's the word I'm looking for? Silver twill.
Silver 12, which is alutex.
Okay.
Okay, with the black, that actually looks pretty hot.
This guy's over here with name brands.
But then also you can
Huh.
get it in the copper too, right?
Yeah, and the texture looks the same, and I
Ooh,
gotta wonder what the hell is going on here.
the
So
black with the Alutex handles, kind of
That's
hot.
what I was saying.
black with the copper. Wait for it, Paul. Wait for it.
Yeah,
Uh
that's a
huh.
looker. Ooh,
Um. All right.
that's
All
pretty
right.
cool. That's pretty cool.
So this new whatever G10 with copper
Huh.
foil is what they're doing. So I almost think that they're doing G10 and a topo handle underneath it, and then layering copper or aluminum foil over top of that. And that's where you're
Like
getting the
through
contouring that you're seeing is
the individual layers.
possibly on the
Wow,
G10s
that's
itself. I don't
so.
know. I haven't seen it in person.
I've never
Um,
seen that material before. That is wild.
so the other kind of like fun little thingy to go along with that is they're doing penguins with that now too.
All right.
That's
And not
cool.
only are they doing penguins with that, they're doing the penguins with the access locks with that. So if you scroll up to the top of the page
Oh, sick! Man, I just missed everything here.
and you scroll past the purple
I
too.
They're
did.
selling their slips separate too for
Purple FRN.
$16.
That's cool. But so what's the entire scale on these guys? That's pretty nifty.
Then did you see the next thing down beside the slips? The washers.
Washer conversions specific for Penguin V2.
New penguins are ball bearing. And if you
Turn them
want to
into a
make your new
washer.
penguin or your old penguin a new penguin, you can do that.
Is that old
That's
penguin to
cool as
new
shit.
penguin, or is that new penguin to old penguin?
New Penguin to
No,
old.
you.
Because washers are old, right? So
Oh, is
Yeah.
that an old? So if you don't want,
if you don't want the ball bearings in the new Penguins, apparently, then they're still offering the washers for $4, which is fine, fair.
That's a great price.
and they're copper washers, they're not. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty hot.
So that also may or may not mean that a V2 penguin.
I imagine it's going to be the same sort of deal as how the Parrot became a V2. Like the only real difference was the bearings.
So can I now put the bearings in my V1?
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know if there's an option to buy bearings separately though.
Can I put my bearings in a V1 that I don't have a blade for?
Nothing would stop you from doing that, but I would wonder why you're doing it.
I mean, eventually, when you get a reblade with a D10 and a stop pin lined up, then
Wow.
you know.
There's that too.
You can't have that. You're not allowed. Hey Joe, can you do me a
I'm
favor?
gonna see if the baby penguin D10 matches because the mini didn't. Anyway,
Can you Google Kentucky Holler Jack Abalone for me? I want to know
Kentucky.
what Jay's talking about. Kentucky Holler, Holler, Holler Jack
I am
in Abalone.
just gonna copy paste that to make sure. Where's my tab?
I just want
You
to
know
know.
where it is.
Get tabbed, bro.
Kentucky Holler Jack. Ooh, that's pretty.
I just want to know.
I don't
Okay.
know. Whoa,
Who makes that?
whoa. This website is just shucking.
Is it made by Kentucky Holler?
I mean, looking, those horses scream Microtech, right?
Oh, that knife looks like it's a QSP to me, if I'm being honest.
This knife, yeah, possibly. Do they say?
I just don't
Yep,
know who makes it.
QSP.
Oh, there you go. Quispy.
That's pretty all right.
I'm into that. I think I'm gonna end up with a dolphin with its mirror polishy goodness. And
Dude, if we get a dolphin that is sufficiently dark in that abalone scale,
I know you guys were all like hot and bothered about the abalone, but the swirly blue resin is kind of sexy too.
it's nice too.
it's not bad. It's nice to see. Oh, sorry, this is the black card. That's a parrot. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's nice to see this type of resin being used more frequently, and in a knife called the dolphin. I mean, it's right there too, so that's pretty cool.
It's nice and watery.
It's
Yeah.
aquatic. P.S. that parrot with shred carbon fiber. Apparently, they're stepping their game up on parrots.
Yeah.
That's a choice. You know
Oh,
what I hear from people is, hey, can I pay more for this parrot?
Can
So
I look at the cheapest knife on your shelf and then pay more money for it?
Yeah.
that being said, I mean,
Hey, the reason it's the cheapest knife on the shelf is because I don't want to sell shittier knives with that, man. Like it's
it's D2. Still, they didn't change the blade steel, so it's only 35 American.
What's that? 70 CAD?
Yeah.
2.2, Paul. 2.2.
Converting to kilograms.
So yeah, I think that's about it for me. There was a couple other things. Fox Knives made a effed up cigar cutter.
Did they?
Yeah.
I think you can just Google that Fox fucked up cigar cutter, and it'll come up.
Actually, if you type in the circle cigar cutter, that's probably the better way to find it.
Well, there's the Figaro, which looks like a pair of messed up scissors.
There's like two.
But here's the circle, which I imagine is the one you were talking about there.
Yes.
What the shit? There's
it's like scissors.
Oh my
They
god,
make a
there's
lot of
so
cigar cutters.
many different variations. Okay, I kind of like that use of that copper infused
Yeah,
carbon
for
fiber, though.
$371 US, you
Dude,
like it?
You smoke enough cigars that you need a fucking cigar cutter made by Fox. So clearly, money's not a problem for you.
I was gonna say you need a cigar cutter. You don't need one made by Fox. I thought you were stopping that sentence earlier.
You also don't, but that's okay.
What? Need a cigar cutter? You
No.
absolutely do.
Nah, I don't smoke cigars. Why would I need a
No, I'm
cigar
saying
cutter?
if you are a cigar smoker,
Yeah,
you absolutely need a cigar cutter.
yeah. Just use a hatchet like a man.
I mean, maybe the one like Dennis.
Maybe the one
sharpened.
Dennis got. Yeah, exactly.
That'll do it.
So I've learned was what you do is you just turn the cigar and hold the blade in place if you need to do that.
Right.
And as long as you cut halfway into the cigar with your initial cut and then just turn, it will shear properly.
You gotta wet it down first though, just to make sure she don't crack.
Well, I'm gonna make you suck on it first. How about that?
Jesus Christ!
I
mean, we're pushing 9 o'clock. You know where this stream's going now.
I'm upset that I have to reset my timer.
Don't be that upset.
I'm a little bit upset. I made it to 36 minutes.
Hey, look, the Figaros are coming soon. Hey, look, it's made in Italy out of 420C? Okay.
12C for the circle. Or at least I thought it was, yeah.
Oh, the circle. Can we look at the... Yeah,
Can we look at the funky one that has the stand underneath it?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
because I'm curious now, and
Oh my
I
god, what
have
the
been known
hell?
to smoke a
Dude,
cigar.
dude, but there's so many. There's so many different versions.
Yeah,
Are there benefits to each one? Is there something special?
probably. Personal preference.
Oh, and there's a hole for like a waste receptacle underneath. That way you don't throw out the cigar butt ends by accident. You can munch them afterwards.
Oh well, I gotta have. I think that's a ashtray, Joe. You can tell because of the way it is.
Oh yeah, you totally can. I thought that was a hole. Yeah,
Yeah, that holds the cigar.
that's dumb.
Yeah, I'm into it.
This whole thing's dumb. Oh,
This
thank
one's only
God.
$163 though,
Thank God they only make two versions of this one.
and I think that one you can actually like pick up too. Like it's not. I thought it was originally. I thought it was attached to the.
You gotta bolt it to the table.
Well, it's serious business, Joe.
Don't want to fuck around here.
I gotta chop through my titanium cigars. You see,
Oh Jesus.
I think you're cigaring wrong.
I might be.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Well,
Anything else that we missed here?
I don't
There's
know.
some stuff, but
Coverage was
I
kind
don't
of
know.
light this year, and I didn't see a ton of stuff that really got me going.
It's been an ongoing saga of exactly that for how many years now? Where it's just like, oh, they're making that one in a new steel. Oh, they've
well,
changed the handle on that one. Oh, look,
yeah, the repeats, the whatever's type of thing, right?
I
Like not a lot of new, couple new news, but not many.
I was a little concerned, and it's one of those things that kind of talked about recently, where like you worry that your own perspective is wrong, and you're like, did I fuck up? Like,
I've never felt that way.
yeah, of course you haven't. But I'm like, okay, so am I just getting kind of tired of seeing like relatively the same stuff? But this isn't that different than when I first started paying attention the first few years.
Old man yells at cloud.
Yeah, and I have plenty of my old man yells at cloud moments, but I don't know if this is one of them. Like there's a couple cool things that have come out, but a lot of it is just like, fuck, this is all kind of samey now. Um, and I kind of blame a lot of the market trends towards that. And this is what you see when trends and niche interests become more streamlined and what's the word I'm looking for here?
No idea.
Generally accepted, mass produced. These are all like terms that are similar to what I'm thinking of, but more mainstream over time. Like there was that knife that somebody came up with that was supposed to be the like the summary of like 100 different knives. Like he took the silhouette of 100 different knives, the most popular knives on the market, and like took the average of all those shapes, and it was a perfectly fine shape when it was done. But I feel like that's just kind of the thing that a lot of companies are doing. It's like, yeah, this will sell.
Wait, so are you saying, Joe, that you liked knives before it was cool?
No, I'm not. I'm saying I want to see weirder shit. I want to see more experimental shit. I want to see more unique shit. That's all.
I want to see more unique shit made by companies that I want to buy from.
That
Because
too.
TRKT still makes some weird shit, but I don't
Well,
want to. I don't. I don't. I
but
mean,
even
maybe.
but even CRKT is starting to do this thing where like they're like releasing the classics, like redone kind of deal, and it's cool
Yeah.
because especially when it's stuff they haven't made in a really long time, like the one I got recently, the Walker.
Yeah.
But then there's other stuff where it's like you never really discontinued the Kiss, you just kind of released a better steeled version of it, like which is cool, but
Yeah.
and I understand the company's got to make money, but you also should have a desire to innovate and make just cool shit that brings a lot of attention. And it's like, wow, this is unique, this is special.
Maybe we're on the cusp of a bunch of new companies popping up.
That's
well,
one way to look at it. Yeah.
we
Or
have
maybe.
like the what was that?
I mean,
Well, even Remet that came out with their new gravity
Yeah,
knives and shit, right? And they started doing like the scale swappy stuff too, I think.
man, where scale swappy is huge right now. Kraken blades, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Kraken,
I
that's the
mean,
other one. Yeah.
even Vosteed's pretty new on the market.
Kraken did a Slippy now that they did an easy quick change. Num Zan did a mirrored DLC.
Really? Oh, I
Num
missed
Zans
that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pure DLC, mirror finish, blah 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 type of on an
from
Chris.
from yeah
Timmy.
from
Tim.
from factory or aftermarket.
Yeah. No. Blade Show. I think there
Okay.
was probably only like 1 made, 10 made, something
Cool.
made.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. The reason I ask is because usually those are aftermarket somewhere else.
I
They get
would.
Spidey Hold and DLC'd.
I've been able to convince myself repeatedly. I enjoyed my Sabenza when I had it. I don't really have a super strong desire for a 31, but if they came out with a fucking mirror DLC'd Sabenza, it like just plain Jane, but everything is mirror polished and DLC'd, I'd fucking buy it.
Yeah.
I hate that
Uh,
I've realized how little willpower I have with that particular aspect, but it's like, shit.
Jacob saying in chat, can't num ford it.
Well,
There is certainly that right now.
the significant cost of polishing everything and then doing a perfect DLC on top. It being stateside produced and it already being like $1,000 to start. Oh, Canadian,
Tariffs
but yeah, well, there's that too. But holy crap, that would be amazing though. Um,
would be pretty neat.
yeah.
I think that's about it. I got one more, but it's yeah. We looked at it earlier this week, and then we forgot
Oh,
about it.
oh really? What was it?
Kaiser's even key EVENKI, and they came out with 3 different sizes, and they're AEBL, and they're pretty nice.
Sounds made up.
What is it called? Sorry.
Even key
The
EVENKI.
Good
EVEN.
God, so many fucking pop-ups, dude.
Yeah, this is pretty.
I don't think it's on Kaiser's website. I think you're just
Okay.
gonna have to. I saw it on Google's Kaiser's Instagram. I think there's a
Oh,
Twitter post with 3 sizes.
these
Google
fixed
image.
blades.
Yeah, yeah, those are the ones. ABL, reasonably priced.
Cool.
Kaiser's super. Well, relatively thin. I think it varies thinness depending on the size, but not by much.
I
think
do
it's
like the
within
taper in
like
the
a
handle.
0.5 mil between the thinnest and the thickest one. Like
Adventure carries $80 CAD for the Even Key 1, which I think is the smallest.
Look at that
yes,
taper.
That is a nice handle.
What was the steel you said?
ABL.
Okay. All right. All right.
2.5
Alright.
mil for this little guy.
Uh-huh. All right.
The Even
I'm
Key
down.
2.
I'm on
I'm
that swirl.
Curious about that. 2.8. Wow, so still sub 3 for the midsize.
But I think they do actually like scale them up a little bit, and then the even key 3 is proper like duty knife.
Pet duty.
Duty. 3 mil.
4.5-inch blade.
3 mil thick though, and it's still a flat grind. That's cool.
Isn't that what the Skaha is? 3 mil?
No, Skaha's two something.
2.5? Okay.
It's 0.1 inch. I forget what the conversion is on that.
2.2.
Okay.
2.5.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. Forgot about these guys. Would have mentioned them earlier in the stream because it's not necessarily the thing you want to end on. QSP was kind of fun to end on because we've got, kind of close to home when it comes to the QSP stuff, right? But
Yeah.
Kaiser, fixed blades, they're nice.
5 out of 7.
What's the sheath on it? Does it tell you yet? Because I couldn't find anything about a sheath.
There's a Kydex sheath picture.
Dude, look at this.
With a
What do you see? What do you see on the side of that sheet?
ferro rod
it's-
striker / diamond plate.
Oh,
Diamond
that's
plate.
hilarious.
Oh, okay. That's a
That may or
tie-in
may
I
not
didn't
be made in
expect.
the APOC factory. Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck?
What's the kickstand all about?
It's
It's
the clasp for the tech lock
Tech
or
lock.
whatever.
The clip for okay. It was just weird the way it
it's
was.
so you can stand your knife up, Dennis.
It was like,
God.
is it for my iPhone stand as well? Like, what
It's
the f, man?
something like that.
How else am I supposed to carry it, man?
Dude, that was so unexpected. Seeing that silver strip, like, no fucking way. It's the same thing. That's so funny.
This is why they couldn't tell you about the sheath earlier. They were still getting them from APOC.
Yeah, no doubt, eh?
Oh,
They
that's
had to
funny.
get them dyed orange.
Well,
Yeah.
dyed orange on
And
one side and then like
carbon fiber.
on the other. Yeah,
Certainly some Kruben Fruber.
the most Krubeniest of Frubers.
Yeah.
So anyway, kind of cool.
6 ounces of
ABL.
honey jack deep.
Yeah.
I'm curious about these guys for the price point and with that steel. Again, the steel. Haven't played with much. Want to play with it a little bit.
Yeah. You know what I want to see more in the world? AB.
EH.
Yeah, that's the one. I
I've
lost my
I've
plot.
not played with any ABH at all.
Well, isn't ABH and 13C Sandvik basically the same thing?
No,
No.
I don't
There
think
was
so.
something we were talking about recently that was the same as ABH.
They might. Oh no, they perform similarly, but the composition is pretty different. I think. I'm gonna check the app now because I'm curious.
Me
And
too.
now that we've brought it up, ABH is 19C27 is
Oh,
the
because of the Spectacle release from
19C,
last week.
correct.
That's what it
yes,
was.
yes. Thank you.
Because of hippies. That's why.
13C is the same as AEBL. Well, similar.
Okay.
So there was the tie-in with that.
All right. I brought it around.
Yeah.
I was wrong in almost the right way.
Well, and I think with AEBH, you can get a higher working hardness. That's kind of the main reason you would want to go with it.
Well,
but in this case, easy to sharpen, stainless, durable.
there needs to be more ABL kitchen knives manufactured because
So-
it's one of my favorites.
Dude, it's been
gotta say.
it's a super popular choice with custom makers. There's one actually a Canadian guy, David Mary, that I know. He does basically everything out of AEBL. He's made wakizashis out of it. He's done kitchen knives. He's done hunting knives, axes. It's a very versatile steel. And you can get pretty high working hardness on it. A little bit trickier to heat treat. I think that's probably why a lot of companies haven't touched it in the same, compared to some others. I think 14C for whatever reason is a little bit easier to deal with. Yeah, I agree. I would like to see more of this in the world because it's not a terribly expensive steel, but you can get some really killer results out of it.
It's only $95 CAD. I'm into that.
Not terribly pricey.
Yeah, price point wasn't terrible, man.
What was the smallest of the smalls in Blade Lake?
75, I think.
I had it up $80.
$80. How long was the blade on that little guy though?
Ooh, you want a neck knife him, don't you?
I do.
3.1 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect.
2.98 blade apparently. Then
Perfect.
the 2 is a 3.5, and then the 3 is a 4.5. That's cool.
I like that. That little guy would be a great neck knife. The neckiest
Honestly,
of knives.
They all look kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, it's a good enough knife to end on.
Yeah.
It's no QSP,
Dolphin.
bolt with aluminum foil.
That's interesting. I'm very curious to see what that material's actually like.
Yep. Yeah, the Vault is one that every once in a while kind of catches my eye, but I feel like it's a knife that I would buy for myself and then eventually gift away to somebody.
So I could thank the Cutting Edge for bringing a lot of these options in.
You'll probably see the QSPs.
You probably will see quite a few of these options. Bodacious Spy 27.
That's the most important one.
Probably not a DLC Omnums in,
I mean, 6 to 8 years? That's fine.
5 to 7. Come on.
Oh,
fuck.
Okay. We've downgraded, upgraded.
Wow. Well, it was time served. You see.
Oh, right.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
That's yeah.
Apt way to describe it. Is that what you were gonna say?
Pretty fucking much. Little too on point. Good shit.
They got you by the probation officer.
Oh God.
Well,
all the way up in there.
They called him short and curly, but he didn't like that.
He was Shemp, all right. Ed Shemp.
Fuck.
All right. Yeah, someone else saying some people.
Hey, bots on Instagram. Hello. And welcome to our Instagram.
We could thank Patreon viewers, past, present, future.
That's your job, though. You're next.
Bots get the first thank you.
Yeah, of course.
We know where our loyalties lie.
Look, we get a lot of bot what's the word? What is word?
Bot engagement.
Engagement.
Lobotomy.
Yeah. I mean, I need one, but
It's like something's going on here in the neighborhood. Who are you gonna call?
bots.
Oh,
Watch
Jesus
bots.
Christ, man! Bots has got him. It was supposed to be Ghostbusters, but
Nah.
you
Ghost
can't even
bots.
get Slimered over
Ghost
there.
bots.
It's
Yeah, ghost bots. Hey, people on Patreon, you're neat. We appreciate you.
you're neat. Did you say?
Yeah, you're neat.
Maybe
You were
one
giving
day
me
you'll
shit
be
for not
worth.
thanking the patrons, so I'm thanking the patrons.
Maybe one day you'll be worth
Patrons.
thanking first.
It feels weird. What do you want me to call them? The Patreonites?
Just call them Patreon members, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, hello. What is up? I don't
we're
normally do
ending
this
the
part.
stream, not starting it, Paul. I think you've got lost on where you are here.
I don't normally do this part, and I've lost the plot.
I mean, you did Instagram, we did YouTube, we did everyone else. Are we back next
Look.
week? I think we're back next week.
I think we're back. Yeah.
Look,
This.
Ben's giving me shit for neat in chat, and yeah, it's better than making fun of the IT workers 2 weeks in a row.
Well, I mean, you could always make fun of them again.
Oh,
What,
I
are they
am.
going to fight back?
Dennis goes
that's
blank.
funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Paul's gonna come home to find his computer just a brick.
Yeah. You know what? I've been having some trouble this week, and I don't appreciate it. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter.
Yeah.
Well, Justin did say he was going to do terrible things to you last week, so
He did. He said things that I don't even understand. He said.
that's it was provocative. That's
Mm, the
all
words
right,
from
gentlemen.
Papa.
Thanks for joining us as always.
Next week.
Next week, you say 7:15 Mountain Standard Time. I think that's where we usually come on.
I think
Is
so.
there a bad time?
You things?
7:16.
7:60, just to throw everyone
Yeah,
off.
let's be honest here. That's
No,
the real answer.
at this point, we're not throwing anybody off.
No,
they,
because
they are aware.
if we say 7:16, then we have to be on 7:17.
Yeah.
You see,
I'm
It's
picking it up.
perpetual.
perpetually upsetting.
It's, no, that's continuously.
Ah,
Yeah.
how silly of me.
You're welcome.
Consistently.
Yeah, consistent,
Intentionally.
intentionally upsetting. It's a good band name.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Appreciate you
here.
guys showing up week after week. We do have a lot of fun doing the streams. We will see you back here again next week. I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
Hi, I'm the Iron Joe.
I'm xl.ca.
And we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.
TTFN.